Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? Okay you guys, as you can see, I brought back the red hair. I brought back the red. A lot of you guys have been complimenting me on the red hair, so I was like, all right, let me bring it back for a video. So thank you guys. Okay, so also before I get started, I have officially uploaded the Trape Moi cover-up dress. It comes in one style. It's multicolored, one size fit all, and it's so cute. I'm gonna add it right here. And I love this cover-up dress because I can pair it with the Feed Disco Galaxy. So this is a part of my Eau de Couleur collection that's available on my website. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, if you guys are interested in the Trape Moi dress, it's handmade. Tap in, and yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So judging by the title, we're tapping into another friendship horror story. And y'all, this story, well, this situation actually set the tone for me not having a best friend. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna have a best friend, but like, I thought best friends meant like someone you known from like your younger years, like longevity, etc. Like, I had to learn the long way that time frame, longevity, means absolutely nothing when it comes to friendship, relationships, etc. That was my take on friendships. So this was one of my very first close-knit friendships. I knew this person. I met this person when I was in, I think, kindergarten, and I knew this person since then, right? So I was always like, all right, you need to have a best friend from like when you are like a little youth, like when you're young, right? So before I get into all those details, let me just, you already guys know, you guys already know, I'm gonna give you guys this story nice, wet, and getting juicy. Okay, so the story starts off like this, okay? And you guys know when I say the story starts off like this, it's gonna be full with motherfucking drama. Well, not too much drama. Yes, drama, but this is like young drama, right? All right, so y'all, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give the main character of this story a name. I'm not gonna give anybody else a name because nobody's really that important. And her name is actually the same name as like a ketchup brand. So I'm just gonna go ahead and name her the opposite of ketchup, which is like, what, mustard? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna call her Mustard, alright? Okay, so Mustard and I met when we were like in kindergarten. We met when we were very, very young, right? We went to the same elementary school, etc. And then we lived across the street from each other. That was like a few blocks from our elementary school, right? Mustard was like, I'm not even gonna say was like, she's literally like the only Haitian friend I have. Like, I'm Haitian American, and a lot of people always like ask me like, oh, do you go to like Haitian outings and do Haitian stuff? And I'm like, no, because I don't have any Haitian friends. Like, I'm like tapped into the culture through like my mom and my family, but as far as like the Haitian social life, I don't have any Haitian friends. So if there are any Haitian viewers out there who wants to be my friend, let me know. I would love to get into my like Haitian bag or whatever. So she was the one and first and only Haitian friend that I ever had, which is so unfortunate because she left the worst taste in my mouth, right? So she lived across the street from me. Do I really want to get into the backstory about her? I'm just gonna explain to you guys a little bit about like who she was as a person. She was very like, you ever see one of them kids that their parents kind of like hold them very tight at home, like where they don't have as much freedom or like to do certain things, so like they're not privy to like the world outside of their home and their parents teaching. She was kind of like one of those. So even though me and her were like close growing up through like living across the street from each other and going to grade school with each other, as soon as we got to high school, you know, we went to different high schools. You know, I started tapping into who I was, she started tapping into who she was, but she was still always like secluded and like trapped in at home. Like her mom always treated her like she was still a child type of thing, right? And it's okay, your parents should be overprotective of you, like, but you still supposed to give your kids like the opportunity to like learn themselves. That's why I'm always going to appreciate my mom. She was overprotective, but she also allowed me to find myself, like, and she was never like upset about me discovering myself, changing my hair, learning about fashion, doing whatever I wanted to do. She was always supportive about it. So a lot of parents, they want you to just, you know, Haitian parents especially, they want you to do their vision for them. So she had that type of lifestyle, right? So I just wanted to let y'all guys know, so y'all don't judge her too harshly on what I'm about to explain to y'all, because I feel like it's easy to say, oh, somebody did this, somebody did that, but sometimes it always comes with like their nurturing, their upbringing, what they're exposed to, with, you know, their development. So that may give you guys a little bit more of like ease when it comes to like what she ended up doing, even though I still ain't jacking it or whatever, right? So I say that to say she was also a little insecure, and I don't know why I always end up like, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room ever, and I don't want to be the most vibrant, I don't want to be the most knowledgeable, nothing, because I feel like that's always been my story when it came to friendships. Not saying that like I'm trying to like undercut like my friend or say my friend ain't that girl, but I just felt like whenever I became friends with somebody, they would focus so much more on me, like, than themselves, and comparing us and this and that. Like, I wish I had more friends that just were individually themselves, and even if they were insecure, they didn't put that onto me or our friendship or whatever. I say that to say because she was one of those friends where, like, remember I told you, like, we kind of like went to separate high school, so we were still friends and hanging out, but we were in different like spaces, like as far as our development goes. And when I would try to still hang out with her and, you know, say we would want to go out, go to a party, etc., like I would get dressed, she would get dressed, we'll meet with each other, and then she would immediately not want to go, like, oh no, like, because I'm underdressed, and how I'm gonna go and you dress like that and I'm dressed like this. And it was just always that, like, you know what I'm saying, like she always had to focus on like what I was wearing, how I was doing my hair, whatever. And it's like she wanted to be like an it girl, and I used to tell her, like, you know, like tap into it, but it just felt like she only wanted it when she was around me. Like she only wanted to do a weave if I did a weave. Like it was stuff like that. I like people who just want to do their own thing. Like me, I'm a person, I don't care what anybody else is doing, I'm doing my own thing, right? But I still loved her because she still was like, she wasn't a harsh person. Like she still had this innocence about her, but the innocence can also be like a nasty, deadly characteristic if, like, what I'm trying to say, it's okay to be innocent, but like you still gotta have like a balance of like feisty in you and stuff like that. And I felt like she was just way too innocent. So I'm gonna just go ahead and explain the story, because I feel like I don't want to explain too much about our friendship, because it really don't even matter how insecure she was, how she used to act or whatever. What she did had nothing to do with that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and jump into it. So when I was in high school, I started dating. I was dating this guy, this cute guy. I'm not gonna give him a name, but he was like my first love, y'all. Like first love. And he broke my heart. He was the first man to break my heart, like, ever. So nah, he wasn't. My daddy was the first man to break my heart. My daddy, I remember, damn, should I even tap into the story time? No, God rest his beautiful soul, but he was the first man to break my heart because he disappointed me so much, like, when I was younger. But my relationship break heart was this guy, right? All right, so this is how he broke my heart, and this is how Mustard got into the situation. So I was dating this guy, and me being that it was my first relationship and I'm clueless, I'm not really knowing what's going on. I'm also not in my baddie girl era, so the male attention I was getting from him, I really liked it, so I was head over heels. Come to find out, long story short, this guy, like, I lost my V to him. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I thought he was going to be the one I married. I thought he was going to be the one I settled down with. You know, you have your first love, you think that, like, that's it. Like, this is the one. Like, this is him, right? That's how I felt, right? I know, like, so stupid. So, we're dating or whatever. We're sexually active, all this stuff like that. At some point, he starts to kind of, like, drift off. But this is the thing, like, this is the discrepancy. I was a what was I? A freshman? No, I wasn't a freshman. I was a sophomore. I was a sophomore in high school. He was a senior. So he was older than me. And I felt like he was tapping into that era of his life, and I was still kind of like a high schooler. So I felt like the first year that we started dating, like, it was more like, okay, he was into it, but then as he got tapped into his, like, oh, I'm about to go to college, all this stuff like that, he started to kind of maybe resent the relationship. I saw the switch happen, you get what I'm saying? But I didn't think the switch had something to do with another girl, right? So that's had something to do with another girl. So me and him ended up getting into this little disagreement. It was nothing crazy, and he just went ice cold on me, like silent treatment on me. And like at that point in time, I didn't know any better, so I'm calling him, I'm begging, like, answer me, talk to me. I'm going to his house, ringing his bell, like asking his mom for him and all this extra shit like that. And she's covering for him, like, oh, he's not here, whatever. And like, I'm just like, nah, like, we're not over because you didn't break up with me. You know what I'm saying? You just mad. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking you just mad. Like, you feel me? Like, so his homeboy, right? He ended up having his annual birthday party. I remember the year prior, he took me to his homeboy's birthday party. And at that homeboy birthday party, it was at a bowling alley. And it was like all of his friends mixed together. I met a lot of people at this bowling birthday party, right? Just remember I said that. I met a lot of people there, right? Bowled with them, hung out with them, was lovey-dovey with my boyfriend in front of them, all that stuff, right? Cool. So he was having another birthday party, but this time it was going to be like a bashment, like, you know what I'm saying, like rent a place in Brooklyn. If you're from Brooklyn, New York, you know that people like to like rent out them little halls, them little spaces, and have them little parties, etc., etc. So when I look at my boo's not talking to me, but I still got his homeboys and stuff on Instagram. I'm watching, I'm like, I see the promo, I'm like, oh shit, the venue for the spot is right next to my house. So I already know he not missing his best friend's party. So I'm gonna pull up on him there and see what's going on and ask him what's up so we can make up. Why did I go do that? Why would I do something like that? So, y'all. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just go to this party. So I'm talking about the party with my friends or whatever. I'm talking about it with Mustard. Mustard said she wants to come to the party with me. Mustard wanted to kind of start spreading her wings. Like I said, we was in separate high school, so I was doing a lot of my own things with my other friends, and she kind of was always just kind of a homebody, whatever. She had her own friends too, but they weren't really doing, like, I was a little more outside. Like, let's just make it clear. So she used to want to come and tap in with me and be outside. So Mustard is like, oh, she want to come to the party. So I'm like, all right, cool. Remember what I said about Mustard being like reliant on like what I'm doing, what I'm wearing, and all that stuff, and she was a little insecure. So she basically relied on me to get ready for this party. To me, this was just a simple party that I'm trying to pull up and see my boyfriend, which I told her that was my agenda. But of course I'm gonna try to look nice and stuff like that because I'm trying to make up with my boo. So now she spent the whole week, like the whole week or maybe 2 weeks prior to this party, just like you know, asking me to help her go shopping, pick out an outfit. At that time, remember I told you I was in cosmetology school, so I was doing hair. So she asked me to do her hair. I was in charge of her, doing weaves for her free of charge, all for this party, right? Getting her ready for this party, because she's basically like, she want to step out, but she's not going to feel comfortable unless like she's like, you know, glamored up. So not only am I trying to go and find my boo and make up with him and figure out what's going on between us, in order to do this I got to motherfucking do a whole makeover for my friend. Like, it's not that I minded do the makeover, I just hated that, like, damn, I can't just have my friend just get up and go somewhere with me. Like, I have to service her first, like, and I felt like that like throughout the whole friendship, right? But I didn't want to go by myself. I wasn't a solo camper like I am now, so I didn't really want to just go to the party all by myself or whatever the case may be. So I was like, you know what, she's coming with me, she's doing me a solid, so at least I don't gotta walk in there looking like desperate Betty all by my lonely. So I'm gonna just do this for her. So I do her hair, get her ready, go shopping with her, whatever. I get myself ready, we go to this party, right? So we pull up to this party. When I get to the door, you know, I come in, whatever the case may be, I see birthday boy. Birthday boy got a little stupid look on his face, right? He like, Rakishi ass motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Rakishi because he was big as Rakishi. And sidebar, his nasty stuff. I remember one time we was all hanging out and his plumbing was messed up, it wasn't working, and I was like, how do you shower? And he was like, powder and baby wipes. Like, so you wipe yourself with baby wipes and then put powder in, and you big already doing that? Like, oh, come on. Like, he was big, like, don't get me wrong, he was big, but that's a sidebar. He's just, men are nasty, like, but yeah, he's side-eyeing me, but I shouldn't even be talking to him like that because he ended up saving my life, right? So he's side-eyeing like, hey, like, you know, somebody's like surprised to see you, like, oh shit, like, not in a good way, but like in a, what are you doing here type of thing. So it was kind of like that, right? So I'm not really catching on. I'm just feeling like, all right, like, he probably know that me and boo not talking or whatever the case may be. So I walk in, of course I'm looking for Bae. Strolling, Mustard with me, I'm looking for Bae. I find Bae, right? And I go find Bae, he with his homeboys or whatever. I'm ready to go cock block the situation. I woke up like, hey, what's up? Like, can we talk, whatever? He like, nah, it's not a good time. It's not a good time. It's my friend party, whatever. It's not a good time. So I'm like, why not? Like, so what? Like, I know these people too. Like, I've done hung out with them. Like, it's nothing deep. Like, we could go right outside. Whole time to the corner, like, by like the DJ and the food and stuff like that, I see a girl. She keep like talking to her friends and she looking over. But I know this girl. I saw this girl and I bowled with this girl last year at the friend's birthday party last year. She was at the bowling alley. We bowled together while I was with my boo. She's the cousin of Rakishi. Damn, I just be giving people names. Yeah, she's Rakishi's cousin, right? So she keeps looking, but the way she's looking is like she's concerned. It's not, no, there's a difference. There's a nosy, like I'm just preying the scene to be nosy type of look, and there's a I'm preying the scene because I'm concerned, I'm trying to see what's up type of look. So I see her moving like that, and I see her, she keep moving. Like, you see somebody that wants to walk to a situation, but then people keep kind of telling her like, nah, just chill. It was kind of giving that. So I'm just like, there's a lot going on around me. So I was very persistent with him. Like, we need to just go talk outside because obviously this back and forth, we're making a scene and I'm not leaving the party until we talk. So unless you want me here the whole night type shit, let's go talk. So he like, all right, cool, let's go. Me, him, and Mustard head out, and Rakishi. Rakishi, I don't know why he came out with us. He was always a nosy one too. It's your party, it's stay and enjoy your party, but he probably wanted to see what's up. So he came out too. Mustard came out because, of course, Mustard is not an outside person. So she literally was gonna like my tail. Like she was gonna come everywhere I went. If I went to the bathroom, wherever I went, she was gonna come. Whatever. She came outside. End of the day, she was my friend. I was venting to her. She knew what was going on. Anyways, just come outside. If anything, me and him could just go talk to the side of the car, right? So me and him go across the street. We talking. Rakishi's in front of the party. Mustard is like next to me, but like just a couple of steps away, just to give me a little privacy. Me and him talking. I'm asking him like, so what's up? Like, what's going on? I've been calling, been texting you. You haven't been answering. Like, you know what I'm saying? At this point, y'all know, like, I'm telling y'all, this is like the person I'm thinking that we about to get married. I lost my V to him. Like, all this stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad. I'm thinking that it don't get no better than him. Mind you guys, now that I'm older, it got way better than him. Like, yeah, I didn't even know what I was thinking. Like, first of all, and I'm still gonna give y'all that video on how y'all know if a man is packing or lacking, and he was definitely lacking. Like, I didn't know at the time though, because that was my first. You know what I'm saying? When you have your first, you don't know those things, right? So I'm asking him what's up. He not really saying nothing. I'm like, so are we broken up? He not even really saying that. He's just like, oh, it's not the time and place. Like, he's just saying stuff like that, right? Lo and behold, while me and him is across the street talking, I see Rakishi cousin. She comes out with some girls. Whole bunch of, damn, can I say that? Whole bunch of studs, right? Whole bunch of studs. Y'all probably like, what was he about to say? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was about to say the D word, the DY. And I just recently learned that that's a bad way of labeling somebody. So that's why I had to catch myself. Like, can I say that? Like, because, you know, at the end of the day, we learn things. Like, I learned that word, and I'm unlearning it. So now I'm going to say studs, okay? And I'm actually very attracted to studs. So if y'all watching this video, hey, girl, hey. So, but anyways, right? So, a whole bunch of studs, right? And she's like the only girly girl there. It's her as a girly girl and a whole bunch of studs. So, I see them walk out the party. She talking to Rakishi. They pointing over across the street where me, Mustard, and Bay is at. And they all walk over. Rakishi, his cousin, and the studs, they all walk over. Then I start seeing my Bay other friends come out and walk over. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, how does go from me having a personal conversation with what I'm thinking is my boyfriend at the time to all these people like kind of pulling up and crowding up around us? So Rakishi cousin comes up and she's like, what's going on here? Like, pressing me. I'm like, what do you mean what's going on here? This is a private conversation between me and my man. What do you mean what's going on? She's like, that's not your man, that's my man. Like, she turned into my boo, like, you didn't tell her? You didn't tell her? And I'm like, tell me what? And I'm like, aren't you that girl that, like, we went bowling with last year? Aren't you so-and-so cousin? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, so tell me, what are you supposed to tell me? He not saying nothing. Cat got his motherfucking tongue. Cat got his tongue. He not saying nothing. She fessing him up like, tell her, let her know what's up. I'm like, all right, let me know. At this end of the day, my blood is starting to boil, y'all. And that's one thing I hate about myself, that I still have this trait in me where I'm a Capricorn, right? So there's no gray area. By the time I'm like that boiling and build up to 100, it's happening internally. So on the exterior, maybe y'all not seeing or hearing me like say much, but inside I'm turning into like the absolute like lack of self-control devil. Like, I'm about to unleash war. Like, I hate that about myself. So the whole time I'm like in this situation and she's talking about, tell her, I'm boiling, because of course I'm like starting to put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to do that, but I'm still in disbelief. Like, I can't fathom the situation. Like, I need to hear it from your mouth. Like, tell me what's up, right? And all his friends and everybody's around, like, they all laughing and they giddying. And so I'm starting to feel like, am I the joke here? Like, what? Like, am I the only one who's left out the loop? Am I the only one who, you know, don't know what's going on? And I look back and I still see Mustard is there, but she's not like she's still where she's at, a couple of steps away, even though the crowd is a little more closer to where like me and Bae is standing at, right? But she's watching the situation. So like I said, Cat got his tongue, he not answering, so I get tight. So he had a fitted on his head, right? Like them Yankee fitteds. Yo, y'all remember how that man, what was the fight that happened at the boat between the white and the black people, and then the people swam? What's that thing? They just had the anniversary for you know what I'm talking about, right? It happened last year, right? Yeah, I took his fitted cap off his head and I tossed it. Like, yo, I don't even know why I did that. Like, I swear to God, when I'm upset, I be choosing violence. Is that my phone? Oh shit. So oh my God, where was I? Oh my God, he distracted the hell out of me. So yeah, so what was I saying? Damn, I forgot that quick. Yeah, y'all, I don't know why I tossed his hat. I tossed this hat. Like, it's like there's something that happens like when I'm like upset, like, and I get to that boiling point where I feel like I'm being played with, and I feel like I don't deserve the treatment I'm receiving. Like, I only get like this when I feel like I don't deserve how I'm being treated. So if I feel like I'm being mistreated and I feel like people's making a joke out of me, I'm liable to do anything. Like, I see red. Like, I don't feel like I have anything to lose. And sometimes it be the most ironic things, like taking his fitted hat off. And y'all, I tossed that hat so far that it stayed in the tree. Like, they were they was trying to shake the tree. Like, at the end of everything, they were trying to shake the tree to get the hat down. That hat was in that tree. Like, I didn't even know I had that type of aim. I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just trying to get his attention, because he was acting like he didn't have to explain anything to me. Like, he didn't owe me anything. Like, I'm not understanding what's going on. I'm confusion, right? So as soon as I tossed his hat, Rakishi cousin, she's like, oh hell nah, what the, like, she started stepping in my face. So I'm like, bitch, why are you here? Like, why are you, what's going on? What's going on here? Why are you part of this? Has nothing to do with you. Like, this is me and my boyfriend. Like, she's like, that's not your boyfriend, that's my boyfriend. I've been telling him to break up with you. We've been dating for months. We were even dating. She said that they were even dating at the bowling party, when we went to the bowling party. And that she's been telling him to break up with me. He'd been like promising her that we were gonna break up. What's so crazy, y'all, is transparent moment, right? Because I know that I'm not the only person who goes through this. So anybody who ever went through this, then you understand, right? So y'all, we in high school, right? So remember I tell you we were sexually active, right? So I ended up getting slipped up, and I ended up becoming with child, right? So we were trying to figure out that situation. Me, him, my mom, his mom, right? And ultimately we decided, right, that we were not gonna proceed. But there was like a couple of weeks that was like in between that we were trying to decide that. So I don't know if that's what he was waiting for to get situated, because it seemed like I said, remember I told you guys we were growing distant? It seemed like right after like I became that, like in that position, that's when he started to disconnect a lot more. And then the whole time we were going through that deciding stage, there was a disconnect and he was drifting off. So yeah, so basically he was seeing her, I was going through that situation, and he was waiting for that situation to be dealt with so that he can leave and proceed with her. And of course I didn't understand that at that time. Like, I'm probably what, 16 years old. Like, I'm not getting that's what's going on, but that's what was going on. And I can't believe I'm even telling you guys this, but it was so long ago, and I barely remember how I felt during that time. Like, I know that it wasn't a pleasant feeling, but I done gone through so much more in life, and I'm so past that. So that's why I'm being transparent, because I know that I'm not the only one who's ever been through that, and it's such an unfortunate situation when, you know, that's why I haven't had kids yet, because I feel like I need to keep myself safe. I don't need to be putting myself in a position where I'm having to go through that, decide that, being that I had to do that at such a young age when it was my very first time. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, sidebar that. So it was all making sense. So of course, like, I'm not even like thinking about like that situation. I'm just thinking about the fact that she's saying that my man is her man, and me and her now is screaming in each other's face. And y'all, I'd be lying if I told you I knew who threw the first hit. But one of us hit each other and we started scrapping. But it wasn't like now that's TV, like Taseki baddies fight. Like, it was like we were pulling on each other's clothes and hair. Then all of a sudden I start feeling myself getting like, I start feeling like it was more than just her hands pulling me. I started feeling tugs from like different places, like tugs from my hair, tug from this part of my shirt, tug here, tug here. I started feeling like I was being ransacked now. Like, it started off with like me and another person, then I started feeling ransacked, but I'm not really seeing and knowing what's going on. Y'all, tell me why Rakishi cousin, my boyfriend's new girlfriend, and her oh my god, why would I say that? I'm sorry. I feel like Gretchen from Baddies. It's like word vomit. Her stud friends, oh no, I said the right thing. Her stud friends, and they started trying to jump me. Well, they started jumping me, not even trying, but like they weren't whooping my ass. They were just like roughing me up. Yeah, I'm laughing because after that thing happened, sidebar, I had a grudge against studs for the longest. Like, studs with dreads. If you a stud and you got dreads, bro, I was not fucking with you, bro. I had like PTSD, like, because that's all I remember was just studs with dreads attacking me. It's not even funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm always laughing. I'm so unserious sometimes. Cut the cameras. So now in the midst of that, I'm like, what? Like, all I'm thinking to myself is going to survival mode. I start like covering myself, like going into fetal position, because now I feel like now I gotta protect my face. I gotta protect myself because everything happened so fast. Before I knew it, I just felt myself getting picked up like over and put over somebody's shoulder. And when I looked, it was Rakishi. Rakishi picked me up, put me over his shoulder. And as he's picking me up, people are still tugging on my hair. Like, I still feel my head going from left to right. Like, yo, like, he got me out of the crowd, bro. Like, and he literally, while I'm on his shoulder, I'm kicking and screaming and hitting him. Like, nah, let me go. I want to fight. I want to fight. Like, I'm seeing red. Like, when I see red, I be wanting to fight. But what was I gonna do? I was completely outnumbered, right? Rakishi he's walking with me on his shoulder up the street, and as he's walking with me, the crowd is like still there. Like, Bay is there with the girl and the studs and stuff. They're not following. Like, they're just still where everything escalated and happened at, right? So now me and Rakishi is up the street. He finally put me down because I'm beating on him. Put me down. So I finally put me down. So I'm trying to run back to go to the crowd. He's like, stop. Mind you, y'all, I'm missing my shoes. I'm barefoot now. I don't even got no sandals on. Like, I look a hot mess. Like, I'm trying to run back to the fight because, like, I'm a Capricorn. Like, I do not want to feel defeated. Like, I want fire. I want war. Like, nah, I want to fight. Like, that's how I was feeling. He's like, how are you going to go fight all these people? He was like, I can't stop my cousin and her friends from fighting you. So if you want to go and get jumped, then go do that. But they're not going to let her fight by herself. Like, he's basically trying to reason with me. And of course, like, I had to be a logical person. Like, I am outnumbered. I am by myself. I'm in a situation that like I don't want to be in right now. Like this shit feels crazy. Like I'm tight right now, but there's like, what can I do? At the end of the day, even though I'm a hothead when I get mad, I'm still a logical person. You get what I'm saying? You still have to be a logical person. What am I gonna do? I know I can't physically beat up all these people by myself. So at that point, it was time for me to like decide to exit stage left and go home. As I'm deciding to go home and I'm asking him like, can you just go get my shoes and get my like whatever, my stuff. Mind you, I'm thinking to myself, where's Mustard? So now I'm worried because I'm like, oh shit, Mustard. Like, I don't know where Mustard was. I didn't know if Mustard got into the fight. I didn't know if Mustard, like, what's happening. Remember I told you the crowd stayed where the situation happened at. So I'm telling Rakishi like, nah, like I can't leave without Mustard. They probably over there jumping Mustard. Like, I'm thinking that Mustard probably got into the fight and then got caught up, and then Rakishi just saved me because he don't know her. Like, you know, I'm thinking the worst. I'm like, no, I gotta go back for my friend. He was like, wait, your friend is not here. Like, your friend is not over there. Like, I don't see her. Your friend is not there. I'm like, no, we can't see his. I'm telling you, like, was she the girl that had on this? Like, he describing her. I'm like, yeah. He was like, no, she was not in there when I picked you up out there. I didn't see her anywhere. So now I'm calling her and texting her. At first, she's not answering. So now he tells me, yo, just go. Remember I told you the party was like a few blocks away from my house. So now I start walking home. He's like, just leave your shoes, bro. You not that far. Just go. So I start walking home. I'm barefoot, everything, right? So I'm calling Mustard, right? She not answering. So now she texts me back like, hey, you home? I'm like, no, girl, I'm not home. I'm still by the party. Where are you? Like, I just got into, you wasn't there. I just got into a fight. I left you standing right there. She was like, yeah, I just got home. Yes, I know. I saw everything that happened. I was like, and you left? And she was like, yeah, like when everything got crazy, I didn't know what to do, so I just walked home. So I was like, you see me getting jumped and you decided to turn around and walk home? That's what your body, that's what your intuition, that's what it told you to do? And y'all, I want to play devil's advocate, because when I discussed this with my mom, she was like, yo, you got to understand, Mustard is not you. She's not privy to certain things. She hasn't been through certain things. She's been sheltered. She doesn't know this, that. Like, nah, ma. Like, I get that. And I'm not going to force anyone to fight my battles, because in the day, it was still my choice to attack. I didn't even attack anyone, but I guess I did. I attacked my boyfriend at the time. I did. By taking his belongings and tossing in the air, that was attack. You know what I'm saying? I didn't attack her though. At least I don't remember. Maybe I did. At the end of the day, I was wrong for what I was doing. Even though I was tight about what was happening, I could have just walked away. I could have went home. I didn't even have to go there. You get what I'm saying? So I put myself in that situation, and no one has to back up my decisions, especially if I'm making negative decisions for myself. I would never tell anyone that, hey, you need to be a part of my bad decisions. Put yourself in a fucked up predicament for me, for loyalty, for this, that, and the third. Nah, like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. This is why I was mad at Mustard. It wasn't that she didn't put herself in a messed up position to save me, because we didn't go there to fight. That's not what we went there to do. So I didn't go there with a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go there ready to fight either. Things just escalated and things happened. Yes, I agitated the situation. I understand. However, you walk straight home. Like, it was like a Monopoly game. Like, go straight home. Do not pass go. Like, go straight to jail. Like, you went straight home. We live across the street from each other. There was not one point that you chose to, on your way home, stop by my house, ring my doorbell, and tell my mother that I'm in a bad situation up this 5 blocks up the street. Tell my family, let my family know. You never thought to do that? You just thought to go straight home, straight to safety. Put yourself in a safe place and hope I make it out alive. The first thing you asked me is if I'm home. Yeah, when she asked me if I was home and she told me she was home, I never answered the text again because I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm still thinking about it in disbelief. Y'all see me here like still thinking about it. Like, and it's not even like you having to be a fighter. I don't ever want to move around and go anywhere with anyone who is that scary, bro. I'm telling you, like, you don't got to be a fighter, but you can't be that scary because anything is liable to happen. People are getting kidnapped and trafficked out here. You mean to tell me that I'm outside with my homegirl and some men try to grab us up and grab my homegirl up and I'm gonna run and go home? That I'm not gonna fight? That's the whole thing. Like, it's like just being scary. Like, you could have pulled me out of there. You could have, it's just like you literally just ran away from danger, and danger is everywhere. Whether you put yourself in a dangerous situation or not, danger is everywhere. And how someone chooses to handle danger when it gets around us is very telling. It's extremely telling. And I don't want to walk around. I don't want to walk around with nobody that's scary. Absolutely not. Hell no. Hell no. You gonna leave me to die? No. Because I'm a person, it's not even nothing to do with loyalty, friendship, nothing. I have this like vessel save a hole mentality. If I'm outside and I see some type of injustice going on, I do something about it. Whether I can involve myself physically or not, I always analyze the situation and decide how can I help this situation. There was a time when I was driving down the highway and I was in traffic and I seen this guy pulled over roughing up his, I guess, supposed girlfriend. And I'm not stupid. I'm not about to get out the car and play Karen and involve myself and then they both turn on me. I don't know these people from a hole in the wall, but I did see that he was beating her up. And I saw that with my physical eyes. So I hopped on my phone. I called the authorities. I told them what exit, what I saw. And I pray to God that somebody go and get her some help or she get the help that she needs. There are certain ways that you can involve yourself to help someone in a dangerous situation. Mustard could have definitely went to my house and told my mom what was going on. Period, point blank. You get what I'm saying? The fact that you just went home. So I went home. When I got home, of course, my mom seen I was disheveled as a motherfucker. And she's like, what was going on? I told her what was happening, blah, blah, blah. I told her Mustard left me. She told me don't be mad at Mustard because Mustard is just not, you know, equipped to those type of situations. I still felt like, nah, it's Mustard is clipped for her. Like, I just did her hair. I just did her whole 360 makeover just for her to turn around and leave me. Like, leave me for dead is crazy, right? So, y'all, like I told you, I'm a Capricorn and I be wanting blood and vengeance when I feel wrong. So I got dressed, I cleaned myself up, got dressed, and I went to Bay's house and with actual mustard and ketchup and eggs and mad stuff, and I wowed up his mother's garden and front yard. Y'all, I wowed it up, y'all. I was unhinged, young and unhinged. Y'all, guess what he did? Because we ended up seeing it on security camera. He came and he threw a champagne bottle through the glass window of my neighbor's house. So remember, at that time I was living in a duplex. So I lived on the upstairs, they lived on the downstairs. And he just he couldn't get to my window, so he cracked a window with a bottle, broke that. We had to pay for it. It was a hot mess. Lo and behold, I ain't never seen or speak to the boyfriend I had at the time ever since then, ever again. Like, to this day, like, that was the last time I ever laid eyes on him, the last time I ever heard of him, seen him, spoke to him, anything since that day. And Mustard, I seen Mustard like what, a handful of times. Because even though we lived across the street from each other, we ended up living, like I said, we lived completely different lives. So I seen her a handful of times, like maybe at the laundromat or at the supermarket. And remember, I told you I never answered her text from that night. And she tried to reach out to me on text like maybe one more time after everything happened. And I ignored that, and I guess she got the hint, and we never spoke again. Like, even when I seen her in the supermarket, the laundromat, or in the neighborhood, I just kept it pushing. She kept it pushing. To this day, never spoke to Mustard again. I felt like, I'm not mad that she kept herself safe. I'm just, like, disappointed that, like, I knew you for so long, and I had just did all this stuff for you just for you to come out with me, and stuff ended up happening, and you technically just left me for dead. Like it's just, I hate situations like this because it's two sides to every coin. But I just couldn't, how could I fuck with somebody like that again? Like, that just don't make no sense. Like, I don't want to go nowhere with nobody that has shown me that they would choose themselves over me. And because I'm a person that, had it been reversed, yeah, I was gonna be in a field, win, lose, or draw. Because I've had reverse situations. Like, in my other story time, what story time it was? Oh, stuck in the love triangle with did I call her Cisco? I forgot what I called my friend, but yeah, when she got jumped and it was her beef, and I was with her, and I knew nobody, I knew nothing was going on, but they started attacking her, and I just helped her. Like, I've been in situations like that. So if I feel like, if I'm a person that is willing to put myself on the line to help you, because I'm moving around with you, I'm going outside with you, we going places and stuff like that, I need that same energy reciprocated, or stay your ass home, or to go out with somebody else. Don't go out with me. Because, yeah, no. So, y'all, that was the story. The story had mad components, right? I know when I first started the story, I didn't even think, like, this is how the story was gonna, like, really turn out. But y'all, tell me what y'all would do. Like, if y'all were me and y'all ended up in that situation, would y'all be mad with Mustard? Would y'all have spoken to Mustard again? Or, like, do you feel like I was, like, kind of harsh on her for not speaking to her again? Like, I don't know. Like, that still always confuses me to this day, because I just felt like, honestly, I don't think I missed out on a friendship with Mustard, because like I said, like, Mustard was a little draining. I don't like friendships that are draining. I like friends that I can just do my own thing, they do their own thing, we come together, we have fun, we separate, we come back, whatever. Mustard was that person that made me feel like I had to get work done to hang out with her. And she just always, I hate being around insecure women, because it just brings the energy down. I want to be on some girls just want to have fun vibes, dance, have fun, do our hair, do our makeup, just go all crazy, get dressed, do fashion stuff. I can't do all that Debbie Downer, I don't believe in myself crap. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm sorry. Like, I know we all go through our insecurities, but it's so selfish to put those insecurities externally onto other people. I deal with a lot of insecurities up to now, and I don't let it come out like physically. I just deal with it internally. I work on myself, work on my thought process, make sure I remain proactive, progressive. I'm always learning and growing, and that's what's been helping me deal with my insecurities, not out loud. So yeah, you guys, if you guys ever had experiences where somebody left y'all for dead, whether y'all was getting jumped or like in any of the situation, and one thing I have learned from people who would leave you for dead is that if they do it once, they will absolutely and certainly do it again. So be friends with those people at your own discretion. Trust and believe. Somebody leaves you out to hang one time to dry, you will always be left out to hang and dry. And you guys know how I like to end off my videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Shop my website, shop.jharasnyc.com for all the cool swimwear and cute handmade pieces. And I'm actually going to start doing a lot of hand sewing and designing while I do my story times with y'all, so I can see all the cool stuff that I'm making. I'm about to crochet me my birthday gown this year, and I'm about to start that crocheting process early. My neighbor just gave me mad yarn for free because she was clearing out her garage, so I would love to sit here and show y'all how I work with my nails and my hands while I give y'all these stories and other stuff. And thank you guys for tuning into my vlogs. Y'all definitely was telling me that y'all will tune in, and y'all have, even though YouTube demonetized it because I'm in my little bikini weenie. But yeah, I plan on giving y'all a swimsuit haul too, because the summer's about to end and I want to show y'all all the swimsuits that I ever designed for, well, most of them, for the Haras NYC. And as I embark on making new designs and new swimsuits, etc, etc, I know that video will probably get my channel stricken, but I just definitely want to show it to y'all. I just want to make y'all a part of a lot of my journey. It's not about like whether YouTube accepts it or not, but yeah, if you're not going to do anything else, you guys, make sure you do what? Pour into your motherfucking self. Pour into yourself, y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.